Good day everyone and welcome to our Empowerment Technology class. So first we are going to discuss our Module 1, which is about the ICT in the context of global communication. But before we start, let me discuss first to you some friendly reminders for you to learn from this module. Number 1, you have to take your time reading the lessons carefully. So bigyan natin ng tamang oras. The next one is you have to follow the directions and instructions in the activities and exercises diligently. So dito tayo minsan nagkakamali tayo dahil hindi natin finalo yung direction o di kaya instruction na ibinigay ni teacher para sagutin ang ating mga worksheets. Number 3 rather is we have to answer all the given tests and exercises on your module. Number 4, you have to prepare at least one big notebook and blue ball pen for the subject. If you have no blue ball pen, you can use also black ball pen. So you can summarize your module using your big notebook. So you have to submit your worksheets or assignment every week. So kung ano yung topic sa weekly at kung ano lamang yung activity na naka-assign doon sa week na yun lamang yung isasubmit ninyo. So yun lang. So the objectives for the module 1 is that after going through this module, you are expected to compare and contrast the nuances of varied online platform sites and contents to best achieve specific class objectives or address situational challenges. Number 2 is evaluate existing online creation tools, platforms, and applications in developing ICT content for specific professional tracks. And number 3, apply online safety, security, ethics, and etiquette standards and practice in the use of ICTs as it would relate to their specific professional tracks. Use the internet as a tool for credible research and information gathering to best achieve specific class objectives or address situations. So this is our week 1 topic, the introduction to ICT. So class, how important ICT is to your daily activities? No, bakit importante yung ICT sa daily activities natin? So some of you might think na importante yung ICT ngayon, yung information communication technology, dahil pinapadali nito ang mga bagay-bagay. So without ICT, you cannot make use or you cannot watch this video, for example. Without ICT, you cannot search something beneficial learnings on Google. Without napagaan nito ang mga bagay-bagay natin everyday with the use, of course, of technology. Now, ano ang estado? Ano ang estado ng ICT sa Pilipinas? Of course, we all know that the government of the Philippines had been developed. The Philippines at large had been developed and had grown so much because of the ICT. And for your information, class, the Philippines is the ICT hub of Asia because of its huge growth of ICT related jobs, no? So doon napansin tayo as ICT hub of Asia. So some of you are thinking na it is boring, but it is not, no? So let's define what is ICT. So ICT, class, or the information and communications technology, often deals with the use of different technologies such as your mobile phones, telephones, computers, internet, and other devices, as well as software also, no, and application to locate, send, and of course manipulate information. So ICT had grown so much in the Philippines. We have our mobile phones, we have our computer and internet, but how are we going to responsibly use the ICT tools that we have? No? So this software, these applications, we are using this to locate something, to save something, to send a very important message, for example, and even manipulating data or information. So, nakikita natin sa Facebook, sa Twitter, sa Instagram, na minsan namamanipulate yung data na pinipresent nila, lalo na sa mga news. There is this what we call fake news class, diba? So, with the use of technology, with the use of ICT, no, hindi lang ito ginagamit sa tama, nagagamit din ito sa pagmanipula ng mga information. So, be careful with that, class. Now, let us have your first activity. In order for me to check your internet and computer readiness, you have to perform the activity number 1 that is on your page number 13 of the worksheet section of your module. So, I hope you are following, no? So, yan, paki-perform yung activity na yun. Okay? Para malaman ko kung ready na ba kayo to the internet and computer. No? So, of course, we have here, class, the World Wide Web. So, ano itong World Wide Web, class? So, the World Wide Web is an information system on the internet that allows documents to be connected to other documents by hypertext links, for example, enabling the user to search for information by moving from one document to another. It was invented actually by Tim Berners-Lee. So itong World Wide Web, class, is itong mga ginagamit natin. No, may mga ginagamit, for example, Google. No, is an example of the World Wide Web kung saan pwede ka mag-copy, pwede ka mag-save ng picture mula sa Google. You just need to click the images, you just need also to click the videos, and you can download it, and you after downloading it, it will be transferred to your mobile phone, for example. So that is all about the World Wide Web. And we have this Web 1.0 and we have Web 2.0, and of course we have the Web 3.0. So isa-isahin natin yan, class, para mas maintindihan kung ano ang ibig nating sabihin. So let's start, class, with the Web 1.0. So sa Web 1.0, class, it is the first stage of the World Wide Web evolution. So ito yung pinakanauna. No, ito yung pinakanauna na na-invent in our World Wide Web. It is flat, class, and at the same time is stationary page since it cannot be manipulated by the user. So ibig sabihin, sa Web 1.0, you cannot manipulate information there. Hindi mo pwedeng hindi mo pwedeng i-edit yung mga information pag pumasok ka sa Web 1.0 na websites. So as is na sila, hindi mo sila pwede i-manipula, hindi mo sila pwede i-edit, at hindi mo sila pwede i-copy and paste lang. So that is Web 1.0. So hanggang saan lamang ito? Ang Web 1.0, class, is the readable phrase for the World Wide Web with flat data. Ibig sabihin hanggang basa-basa ka lang. And of course, in the Web 1.0, there is only limited interaction between the sites and the web users. So Web 1.0 is simply an information portal lang siya, class. Yung titingnan mo lang yung information, babasahin mo lang yung information, where the users passively receive information without being given the opportunity to post review, to comments, and to give feedback. So hanggang basa ka lang sa Web 1.0. Hindi ka pwede mag-comment sa website, hindi ka pwede mag-edit, hindi ka pwede magbigay ng feedback, at hindi ka pwede mag-post ng review. So that is Web 1.0. So here are the website na mga example ng Web 1.0 kung saan wala kang magawa. You just need to basa-basahin mo lang yung mga information dito. So it is most likely the World Wide Web, and in the Web 1.0 version is yung tinatawag nila, class, na flat lang siya, and it is only readable. Okay? Now, I have a question to you, class. So, what is Web 1.0? From the discussion na na-discuss ko ngayon lang, what is Web 1.0? Anyone? Yeah, so mag-isip. Okay. So, maaring may iba sa inyo o di kaya may isa sa inyo or lahat kayo ay sumagot na si Web 1.0 are sites, Web 1.0 sites are static and not interactive. So, hindi siya interactive. Static lang siya. Readable. Okay? So, understand what is Web 1.0 sites? Okay, very good. Now, let's proceed with the Let's proceed with 2.0 web. Okay, so web 2.0. So what is this web 2.0? Kung si 1.0 class, hindi siya interactive, readable lang siya. Si web 2.0 naman class is what? It is also called as the social web. So pag sinabi nating social, there is an interaction on the websites. There is an interaction with the pages of the web 2.0. So the user may be able to comment, to create a user account. Most websites that we visit today class are web 2.0. Okay, so ano kaya yung mga website ngayon na pinapasukan mo? O maaari lahat sa inyo, lahat sa atin meron tayong Facebook account, 'di ba? Yan. So, yung iba sa atin pumapasok sa YouTube. Yung iba sa atin merong Twitter, merong Instagram. Those are examples of web 2.0. And sa Web 2.0 class, it is writable. Kung baga si Web 1.0, readable. Si Web 2.0, writable siya. Ibig sabihin, you can comment. Okay? So, it is an interactive site. So, unlike Web 1.0, Web 2.0 facilitates interaction between the web users and the sites. So, it allows users to interact more freely with each other. Web 2.0 encourages participation, collaboration, and information sharing. Examples of 2.0 are the applications that you can see on your screen. We have the YouTube, we have the Twitter, we have the Facebook, no? So marami pang iba. Even Wikipedia, for example. Wikipedia, you can edit the information in the Wikipedia. So it is an interactive site. So siya ay tinatawag, siya ay kabilang sa Web 2.0 sites. Now I have question to you. So what is Web 2.0? Sige, mag-isip nga. So yan. Okay. So, maaaring yung iba sa inyo nagsagot na Web 2.0 sites are dynamic. It is dynamic and interactive. So, interactive sila. You can post, you can comment, you can use account, you can sign in, you can log in. So, own mo, no? Kumbaga kung mag-log in ka, sarili mo yung account. Sa'yo yung account. And you can post, you can comment, you can have your My Day, for example, on the Messenger. So these are examples of Web 2.0. So understand? Okay, very good. Now let us proceed. So the next one class is the Web 3.0. So ano ba itong Web 3.0? Web 3.0 class is also called as the semantic web. So pag sinabi nating semantic, it means that data-driven yung ating mga sites. Ibig sabihin, there are informations that had been already collected, okay, na naka-input na doon sa ating sites, and then it will just pump out kung ano yung sinesearch natin. Example, yung ano class, yung Apple Siri, yung Siri Apple's voice recognition assistant. So sa Siri Apple, itong Siri Apple's voice recognition assistant class is the best example for the semantic web. So the assistant uses voice queries of a natural language user interference to answer questions and make recommendation and perform actions by delegating requests to a set of internet services. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng itanong mo sa app na to, no, yung tinatawag natin na Siri voice recognition ng Apple is nasasagot niya. So, naka-input na yung data natin doon. But, there are websites ngayon class na ginagamit natin na gumagamit ng Web 3.0 features. In-adapt na nila yung Web 3.0 na features. Example class, si Google, at saka si Facebook, si YouTube, marami pang iba. So, dun tayo sa Google for example. Si Google, before ka, meron na tayong tinatawag ngayon na sign up in Google, 'di ba? So gagawa ka ng Google account mo through Gmail account. Yan, so pag naka-sign in ka sa Gmail account mo, so automatic pag naka-log in ka doon, so automatic nare-record na yung information na ikaw 'yon. So for example, nagse-search ka ng sa Google, nagse-search ka sa Google parati ng mga educational information. So nagiging familiarized na si Google sa iyo na mahilig ka pala sa mga ganun. So be careful with that class kasi kino-collect kung ano man yung activity natin sa internet. Itong Web 3.0 features na inadapt ni Google is kino-collect niya. So be careful to those sites na pinapasukan ninyo. For example, you have to check kung naka-sign in ka ba, naka-sign in yung Gmail account mo or yung Google account mo. Kasi automatic pag inopen mo yung website na yon, automatic na pag binisita mo yon, ina-add nila yon sa preferences mo. So, example, nag-visit ka ng isang site na hindi magandang site na pasukan, so na-add na yon sa iyong preferences. Okay? So, another example class, Facebook also had already adapt this Web 3.0. Okay, so inadapt na din ni Facebook. Mapapansin niyo na yung mga nilalike ninyo na mga pages sa Facebook, yung pinaka-paborito niyo na friends sa Facebook, okay, yung pinaka-paborito niyo na ka-chat sa messenger ninyo, so kino-collect nila yan as your preference. Okay? For example, ikaw lalaki ka tapos mostly na china-chat mo or ka-chat mo is at saka yung mga words na ginagamit natin, no? It would tell Facebook on ano yung preference natin, ano yung prefer natin. So we have to be very very careful yung mga words na ginagamit natin kasi kung mahilig ka gumamit ng mga bastos na words, so sasabihin sa yon, i-record yon ni Facebook na ganun klase kang tao. Yung mga nilalike natin ng mga pages sa Facebook. So we have to be very 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 careful with that. Kaya class, nakaka-stress minsan, nakaka-stress at saka nakaka-depress yung Messenger, yung Facebook, lalo na kapag hindi naka-chat sa'yo yung parating ka-chat mo. Okay? Because preferences mo na yon at minsan, kung may mga nakatag na photo yung permente mo ka-chat, and then hindi na nag-chat sa'yo, so magpa-pump out sa notification mo dahil paborito mo siya, magpa-pump out siya sa iyong notification na for example ito si Juan pumunta sa ganito, so mag-chat ka sa kanya na ala sana all, 'di ba, ikaw lang, hindi ka na nag-invite. So ganun dahil alam ni Facebook na paborito mo siya, kaya in-inform ka niyan kung saan siya nanggaling. So this is how the Web 3.0, very very delikado class, very very delikado yung nangyayari ngayon, yung they collect data from you and then binabalik nila sa'yo. So if you have time, if you have Netflix class, you can watch the Social Dilemma. Pwede nyong panoorin yung Social Dilemma. Dito natin malalaman kung baga makakapagbigay ba ng mabuti sa akin, para sa akin itong si Facebook, si YouTube, si Gmail, etc. So malalaman natin doon class kung ano ba talaga yung pino-point out ng si Facebook for example. Okay, so the aim of the Web 3.0 class is to have machines or servers understand the user's preferences. So ito pala yung pinaka-aim niya, yung mag-collect ng data at saka iba to sa iyo kung ano yung preference mo as user. So this is to be able to deliver web content to you. Okay? So kailangan nilang mag-gather ng data para ibalik nila sa iyo kung ano yung mga paborito mo na pinapanood. So this is how they destroy the situation that we have right now. So mahirap yung pinagdadaanan natin ngayon na it also cause stress sa inyo ng mga kabataan. Okay? So it is similar also to AI. yung tinatawag natin na artificial intelligence. So, ibig sabihin, bawat isang account, yung account mo as you sa Facebook, is you have artificial intelligence na nakasubaybay sa'yo. Okay? So, kung ano man yung parati mong pinapanood sa Facebook, for example, yun din yung mga lumalabas dun sa timeline mo, kaya naa-addict ka. Na pagkabukas mo ng Facebook mo, titingnan mo yung notification mo dahil maraming nag-notify sa'yo na, for example, mahilig ka manood ng The Voice Kids, magno-notify yan sa'yo na The Voice Kids is live, ganyan, because alam nila na addicted ka doon. Kaya naa-addict at naa-addict tayo doon. We fall into the trap. Okay? So sa Facebook, mapapansin natin na kumbaga, kasi libre. Napapansin nyo, libre. Wala tayong, nag-sign up tayo for free. So, paano kumikita si Facebook? So, si Facebook sa Facebook, you are the product. The more na naa-addict ka doon sa sinusubaybayan mo, the more na maraming nag-a-advertise. So, doon sila nakakakuha ng pera. So, you are making money for them. Okay? You are making money for them. Because of this artificial intelligence, alam na alam nila kung ano yung mga paborito mo na pinapasukan. Kung sino yung pinaka-paborito mo na chinachat. At nagpa-pump out na nabibigla ka na lang na nag-pump out doon sa notification mo na si pumunta sa sa beach, or di kaya si may bagong pinost na picture para ma-remind ka. No, para ma-remind ka na, ayun. So yun, maghuhugot-hugot ka doon sa kaibigan mo. No? It could ruin also the relationships that we have. Okay? So, advice lamang kung magkakaroon man din ng mga best friends, okay, ganyan, wag sa Facebook, wag sa Messenger. Sa personal dapat na buhay. Okay? Sa personal dapat na buhay. Dahil delikado. Delikado yung ibinibahagi ng online world sa atin. Okay? Tandaan nyo to na you have really to be very, very careful with this one. Okay, class, so let us move on with the online platforms and sites. So first, we have presentation or visualization. So it allows you to present and share presentation, infographics and videos with other people. It is used to communicate information clearly. Magandang example, class, is si Pinterest, no? Pumunta ka sa Pinterest, pwede mo makita yung mga samut-saring infographics, samut-saring mga pictures, ng mga learning materials na naka-save na as picture, and other Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. Also, we have here yung tinatawag natin na SlideShare, for example. So those are online sites na pwede yung bisitahin para makahanap ng mga presentations, makahanap ng mga infographics. So the next one, class, is the cloud computing platform. Si cloud computing platform, class, if you're familiar with Google Drive, yun yung example ng cloud computing platform. Kung saan ito siya, class, is instead of using your hard drive sa computer, you can store your data. Pwede mong i-store yung data mo dito sa mga platform ng cloud computing. Okay? So, pwede mo i-store dito yung data mo online. Example na dyan, class, is si Google Drive. So, kung for example, i-save mo itong 1 gig na video, pwede mo siya i-save doon sa Google Drive mo using your Google account. The next one is the file management platform. So, parang siya, class, pareho lang din siya. Medyo related sila dito sa cloud computing. Si file management naman, ang pinagkaiba neto is it allows you to convert and manage files. So, for example, itong mga platform na to sa online site o di kaya is file management. For example, pwede mong i-convert yung Word file mo sa PDF file mo, MP4 to MP3. So ganyan yung mga site na yan, yung tinatawag natin na file management platform. So at least alam nyo na. The next one is mapping platform. Sa mapping platform, it is a transformation taking the points of one space into points of the same another space. Okay? So, using for example yung GPS to detect your location kung saan ka. 'Di ba? So yan yung example ng ating mapping platform. So using the Google, yung GPS, okay? Yung GPS personal assistant natin yon, pag pumunta tayo sa isang lugar, hindi natin alam yung pupuntahan natin, you can just click out your GPS and then makikita mo na, mahanap mo na yung hinahanap mo na place. So those are online platforms. So we are thankful na na-experience natin today. Wala ito sa mga una dahil nung una meron silang mapa lang, 'di ba? So ang laki-laking mapa, tinitingnan pa nila saan sila dito, ganyan-ganyan, saan sila pupunta. Ngayon meron na tayong online mapping platform. And of course, you are very familiar with the last one, the social media platform. So, alam ko yung iba sa inyo merong Facebook, merong Gmail, merong YouTube channel, merong Instagram, merong Twitter, lahat na lang pinasukan na ang resulta na adik-adik rin tayo, 'di ba? Okay? So, those are the social media platform that we have. It is a computer mediated tools, no? Para mag-share ng photo, mag-share ng video, i-contact yung isang tao. Okay? Kaya tinawag siyang social media on how you connect to the other people using medium or using media. So now let us proceed with the trends and the ICT. So first and foremost, the convergence of the new technologies. Okay? So dumami na yung synergy of technological advancement na meron tayo ngayon is kumbaga lumawak na. Imagine, no, from personal computer, okay, noon, no? And then nagkaroon tayo ng laptops, nagkaroon tayo ng tablets, and now we have smartphones na lahat pwede natin gawin sa mga smartphones natin. Pwede kang manood ng video, pwede ka gumawa ng PowerPoint, pwede kang mag-encode, okay, using Word document. So, grabe yung convergence, yung synergy ng ating technological advancement sa panahon ngayon. And of course, trending din si social media. Okay? So, alam na natin kung anong social media. Now, we have mobile technologies. Napansin natin na grabe, nag-improve yung ating mga mobile technologies. Yung mga smartphones natin, no? We already have 4G. 'Di ba? Ngayon may mga nilabas si Huawei ng mga 5G na cellphones. And then si Apple maglalabas din ng kanyang 5G version of the cellphone. So ang bilis. Grabe yung trend ng ating ng ICT sa society natin, especially on mobile phones. Dati isa lang yung camera ng isang cellphone, 'di ba? Wala pang selfie camera. Ngayon, hindi lang isa, meron pang 4, 5. Pang-5 yung ating yung front cam natin. So grabe kung paano nagkaroon ng advancement sa ating technology. So ano pa kaya yung magkakaroon pa yata ng 6G, no? After 4th generation, 5th generation, no? Baka sa 6th generation mada-download mo na yung movie in just 1 second. Okay, isang pikit lang ng mata mo. And the last one is, of course, the assistive media. Itong assistive media class, it is a non-profit service ito, designed to help people who have visual problem or reading impairment. So a database of audio recordings is used to read to the user. So assistive media is para ito sa mga may kapansanan, no? Yung bulag, for example, so nandiyan ang ating assistive media tool, pinapakinggan lang nila yung lecture, tapos natututo lang sila doon sa lecture by that media. So thank you so much everyone for listening. So I hope to see you on our week 2 module next week. So next week i-upload ko yung ating new topic for our week 2 module. Maraming salamat. Please do not forget to follow me on my Facebook page, Teacher Jamal. And of course, if you are going to message me, you can message me through my email account, paolojamal@gmail.com, or yung number ko, 0910-551-1583. And meron din tayong YouTube channel. Then please subscribe to my YouTube channel para ma-inform kayo sa mga pinupost natin na video. Once again, this is your Teacher Jamal and your Empowerment Technology class. Wassalam.